Alright, now we talk to the party, and then we basically get the finale going.
You are here, alive! We thought you were dead, and then I had visions of the strangest things.
Dawnstar guided us to this place, but I expected a ghost, not flesh and blood.
I do not know what to say.
My surprise is tempered by knowing that spouses and companions will follow beyond reason. Far, far beyond.
ونوير كوب ثائير ثانير أككون أصو سيير سكوت أثيثير نوني.
Few things are more dangerous than the interest of the heavens.
Pardon the intrusion, but might I add the entire army of the Emperor to that list? Or is that too small a thing for your attention?
Lo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok piir okir ifwir wo.
Your former master, my uncle, has taken the Jade Empire as his own. Emperor Sun Li has set the whole of his forces against us, and we are trapped here in Dirge. After you defeated my father, and Li struck you down, he claimed both your amulet and the heart of the water dragon and announced that his rule had begun. The Lotus Assassins were his almost immediately. Your amulet must have allowed him to quickly do what it took my father years to accomplish. We had no choice but to flee. In the days after, the new emperor did not seem overly concerned with capturing us, and we did not know where to go.
He didn't consider us a threat. We had no way of fighting him. Just as with Sun Hai, only a spirit monk can face him with hope of success.
That's why we came here. Dawnstar's vision seemed impossible, but any hope was better than none.
Unfortunately, Emperor Sun Li sensed your stirrings in the spirit realm as well, and now we are trapped.
You do not face Emperor Sun Li. You face the whole of the Imperial Army. All of it. Not lone assassins or a single brigade, but the whole of the army, golems and all.
Only one path is passable by foot, and that is the route they are coming up. We cannot sneak past such a horde.
My marvelous dragonfly will not survive the passage either. The winds force a certain path, and the army's flyers are guarding it well. But that is our luck, as well as our sorrow. Their inferior flyers can barely stay aloft in such currents. They will not overrun us from the air, at least not in numbers.
Let us hope that your courage is not unfounded. We have until tomorrow to plan before the bulk of the force will be upon us.
We will start securing the temple. The great gates of this place will grant us some valuable time. At least they will not take us by surprise.
Fortifications? Perhaps I will remove some of the ordnance from the marvelous dragonfly. Properly applied, it may prove useful tomorrow. Come, whirlwind, I need your muscle.
That's the Black Whirlwind. And as long as it makes the coming fight more interesting, I'll lift whatever you want.
That is all we can do for now. Tomorrow will decide our fates.
So much has happened. Please, when the others have left, we should have a moment together. You look so peaceful, even though I know that what you've been through must have been terrible. Yes, it is, isn't it? But tomorrow that will be gone, shattered. The time we have now may never come again. The time we have left is small. I wonder sometimes, I wonder what I would do if I knew that I would lose you tomorrow. And then I remember that you left me once already, and the anger I felt. I do not like the thought of being left alone. I would, and I would not be forgiving. You will survive this coming battle because I won't let you put me through losing you again. That is the understanding we must have. I have given myself to you, but if you leave me again, I will make those responsible pay dearly. You included. I no longer know who I am without you. Whatever tomorrow may bring, you will always have tonight.
I fucked up, I didn't get the threesome. No, that's okay.
You have done well to restore the fountains of dirge, but they cannot shield you fully, not with the power I now control. This is nothing more than a dream, my pupil. I can do nothing here, but I can influence things. Do you remember your fellow students? They certainly remember you. They remember how you left them to die. They died so there would be nothing holding you back. Their deaths ensured that you were properly motivated. Without you, they would still be alive.
The school burned because...
Now I see.
You'll never win.
It wasn't you.
Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. Focus. 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 You focus. Focus.
I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Impressive. But this was only a dream. You will not be so fortunate tomorrow.
You're awake! It sounds like the army is on the move. They're on their way up the mountain. Sky left a few hours ago. He said he was going to see how far up the mountain they had come. We haven't heard from him since, and I'm worried.
Look, he's back!
Well, that's convenient for my nerves.
Sorry for being late. Thanks, but this wasn't a mistake. Well, not a large one, anyway. I went down the mountain to scout them out. I figured I could get a good estimate of how many were coming and get back here. It didn't work out like I planned. There are Lotus assassins by the score, and golems too. You didn't bury them all. They have a lot more. Imperial Army flyers in the distance, too. They'll be here soon.
Bad, bad, very bad. What are we going to do? They'll be across the main bridge in no time.
We won't have much choice about that if we don't deal with the bridge. The golems are huge. Giants. Siege golems.
Siege golems? Oh, I've heard of those. 30 feet tall and can throw in arcs. Well, pretty darn far. I didn't have time to measure. Oh, they crush walls, too. It would be bad if they reached us. The casks I took off the Dragonfly would make short work of the bridge, though. A little fire, and whoosh! Earth meets sky.
You will need someone to keep any advanced Lotus assassins away from you. I will accompany you.
No, it's too dangerous for just one person. I'll go as well.
What? You would put her in charge of my safety?
Now, Lien. We have to hurry. It's an emergency, so follow my lead.
You assume a great deal, Dawnstar, but it is not my choice. Gather your toys, Kang.
Yes. As fast as I can without dropping the casks. Earth meets sky, remember?
Well, who? The Lotus assassins? But they'd have to fly to get past the wall, and the winds are too strong.
Hundreds may die in crashes, but a few will get through. Do you really think Death's Hand minds such losses? Kang, old friend. I'd like to borrow a few of your marvelously explosive casks. I have something special in mind for any assassins who breach our lines.
What? Yes, whatever you want. I have enough on my mind. During the night, I made some, reinforcements to the marvelous Dragonfly. I don't sleep much, you see, ever. Anyway, I doubt we could escape, but we can make a dent.
A short run in the flyer to take the brunt of their advance. It might be a worthwhile mission, or it might be suicide.
Well, what isn't these days? It's not necessary. I leave the decision to our illustrious leader. Yes, that's the way! I knew you'd be up for it. Off we go. Everyone be ready for our return.
Make every shot count. We'll need the help.
We can't take much more of this.
What? The radius is so big for the explosion. Jeez. No, I haven't, but I've been thinking about getting it. It looks like a game that I would like.
Well flown and fought. It didn't stop them, but that black eye will make them think twice about our resolve. Now, back to bringing down the bridge.
Yeah, I've seen a speedrun before.
You better have enough explosives left. Dawnstar and I can't hold them off forever.
And I like a
Are you
boss
sure
rush
I shouldn't just
kinda
charge the main gate? They wouldn't be expecting that.
counter the boss.
Unexpected acts are
dodge
not
the
always
bullets,
successful at.
stuff like that. I used to play
You
a lot
have
of
a narrow
shoot 'em ups
understanding of success
the
in
past.
battle, bun man. Must be your small head.
I'm drinking some wine right now, even though it's 4 in the afternoon. I used to play Tuhu a lot, if you know that series.
My fill? I have been sated from wine and battle, but never filled. Aknatanir stisakrui ni rui kuparfita.
It looks like we won't have long to wait. Kang better keep his mind on his task at the bridge, or this will be a short last stand.
Yeah, you got it. That's pretty much it.
Wait. I sense something.
Time is better spent doing than talking.
Hosa ir son sikun wan kut aku kawuk tatir. Wo yoir apafwe ir sir sisitsu toir ok. Vano van wo shinir cho ikakir wo ifuro ok.
I want to try Lifeline after this, if you've ever heard of that game. It's like a old PS2 RPG, but you control the main character with voice commands with the old PS2 headset. And I think a year or two ago, the emulator got the driver working for that. So I want to try that game out. Voice controlling the protagonist.
What are you staring at? Shouldn't we be going to the bridge?
You didn't see him, did you? It doesn't matter. I know what we're
Lifeline
looking for. Follow me.
on the PS2. Lifeline. Now we get to play as Dawnstar. Woo.
I have to wedge the casks of dragon powder under the bridge. The Lotus assassins are sure to come up that pass any minute. Keep them from this end of the bridge. Here they come! Hold them off! I only need a minute!
Try not to fight like a farmer, Dawnstar.
You say like shoot right leg, so the protagonist will like shoot the alien's leg and shit like that. Or like check table. I heard the voice recognition like kind of works now. So if it actually works, I think it'd be pretty fun.
La nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need
Whoa.
another minute or two.
Did you get a surprise birthday
Get
sandwich?
it done!
Oh, we're still fighting. Honestly, the ending sequence of this game is kind of weak, in my opinion. Am I gonna die? Yeah, I definitely just got blown up.
I have... Ah, nuts and bolts! One of the fuses came loose. I need another minute. Or two.
You doddering fool! Get it done!
It's done! Get away before it explodes! The fuse is a short one! It will stop the main force, but flyers don't stop at bridges. Our friends at the temple may have only gained a few minutes.
Yeah, you go.
Damn it, they've given us a few minutes already.
I don't really like this ending because your party members don't really...
That's better.
Just shut up and get ready.
Like, there's no, like, finale with your party members, essentially. Like, they have their moments like this, but you don't, like, talk anymore.
Now that's a big one. Finally, a worthy fight.
So if you kill, I think it's 1,000 people in this scene. I'm not sure. I think it's 1,000. It might be 100. But if you kill like a certain number, then there's like an extra scene with Black Whirlwind here, where he like says something about like fighting or whatever, but it takes like a while. I'm also gonna die because I'm talking right now, which has never happened. I think you can stop this fight whenever you want, but... Yeah, you gotta get up to like a legendary slaughter or something like that. Like you gotta make Black Ruin into a legendary warrior in this scene.
I think we should go,
More is good.
but
We're safer if...
however much I...
That racket is distracting me from the cries of my enemies. Sky better have a good reason for ringing that... I have let no one past. Not with all their parts, at least. You go. I'm having too much fun here. Ah! Come to my axes, all of you!
Good, you are here. The trap is set, the signal sent. It's all up to you now. Easy, easy. I know this looks bad, but trust me, you'll like what I have to say. I hope. I was approached, once or twice. The Lotus Assassins offered much, even the chance of returning my daughter. But I assure you, I did not plan to betray you. You showed me that the world, my life, is not as pointless as I once thought. My daughter is long dead. Their offer only shows how desperate you have made them. I let them think I agreed, but hear me out. I couldn't risk that someone else in the group was also tempted. They might tell Death's Hand the plan was discovered. This is a chance to isolate the leader of the troops. Death's Hand thinks that he and a group of assassins will enter the temple unopposed. But I have a surprise. I set traps. Remember how I asked Kang for some of his explosive casks? The assassins will be destroyed, and Death's Hand will be yours alone. He's an arrogant one. I doubt he'd consider the possibility that my loyalty to you would be stronger than my fear of him. The bell was the signal. He'll be here. Thank you for this opportunity, by the way. I can never face Death's Hand myself, but I want to make him pay for thinking I would be so weak. Use my daughter against me, will he? Make him hurt.
Very good, Sky. You have proven a useful tool.
Guess again, you slab of rot. That should soften him up. I may not be able to fight him while I'm wounded, but at least I did this. I'll go warn the rest.
You have a better grip on your fellows than my master thought. The plight of a dead child is difficult motivation to resist. That name means nothing. I am the will of the Emperor. I am Death's Hand. Sun Li commands that you die. I must obey. The will of the Master guides me. The strength of the dragon empowers me. I cannot be defeated. I must obey. You know nothing about me, about what I endure. Your fists will not defeat me, not while I must obey.
White Demon, Hidden Fist! Die quietly! Hidden Fist! Hidden fist. White demon. I need.
Oh!
White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. This is it. Hidden fist. White demon. 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 White demon. White demon. Hidden fist. 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 White hidden fist.
You refuse to see it, don't you? You must know who Death's Hand is by now, but what he is defies you, defies your skill. He is more than Sun Qin ever was. Sun Hai linked him to the stolen power of the Water Dragon, and bound him to my armor to taunt me, an unrelenting, unbeatable force that wore the face of my betrayal. Now he is mine. Have my words so injured you in the past? There was no malice in my use of your talents. You were merely a tool, your destiny a convenient path to power. I had no choice. My brother had no restraint. A world under his heel would be chaotic and violent. I will bring order. I will ensure that everyone is safe within their roles. You claim intimate knowledge of me. I should have suspected that a journey through death would reveal many secrets, but your understanding is flawed. I am not here out of revenge. Sorrow at their deaths did not bring me here, but rather anger at my brother for destroying my possessions in so petty a manner. In the end, it changes nothing. I intend to make the Empire a better place. As a god, it will be a simple matter. Arise, Death's Hand! You are bound to this power, and you will not stop until this fool is dead.
I think there's a way to talk this guy out of like some of this, but I don't think I equipped gems to do that.
You have learned much about your heritage as a spirit monk, but you missed the most important lesson.
I wonder if I equipped
They are
like all
dead.
intuition shit.
Their skill
if
did
he
not save
would-
them.
If he would be okay
Do
with
you
that.
intend to rescue Death's Hand? Perhaps you think you can appeal to his conscience, to the remnants of kin that swim in that helmet. Will you? I wonder why you oppose me when you are so willing to assume my methods. Come then, pit your will against mine. Take him if you can. Enough! You have cut the strings to my puppet, but
I don't
you
think
will
I've
know
ever won that
defeat
fight
soon
on this
enough.
difficulty.
I grow closer to the heavens by the minute. Take this corpse.
He like one-shots
See
you,
if you
for
can
sure.
throw away such a useful tool. I will face you at the height of my power, in the heart of my empire. Your master awaits you, child.
Please, let me rest. Let my spirit finally have some peace.
Of course, we're not gonna release him. We need some backup.
I believed the words of my brother, thinking him wise beyond my understanding. Had I known what would happen, I would have fought to stop them both. I do not claim redemption, but the suffering I have endured must be enough to pay that debt. It must. Know this, spirit monk. You walk a path very near that of your master. Both lead to power, but the cost cannot be avoided. Know this, spirit monk. There are prices to pay. My master.
I find this matter most unsettling.
Yeah, boy.
What? He's a damn good fighter. Better to have him as an ally than an enemy.
He's not an ally, he's enslaved.
At least we know where he is. It might be best to leave him this way. It is just a discussion about the presents you've introduced into the group.
An odd kind of trophy to collect. Very hard to display without reaction.
Binding the spirit of a member of the royal family is not acceptable.
I am more interested in how you made it happen. Having him here is troubling, but I see that he could be useful.
I do not like that he is here. It seems cruel, even if he was our enemy.
Tools must be respected, but they are still just tools.
That could apply to any of us. That is why this is cause for concern.
As a member of the royal family, I must protest. You cannot do this if you want my support.
They
I don't
bitch.
care if he goes or stays, but the twisting of a man's soul should not be allowed.
Such a thing is not natural. I won't follow you if this continues. I'd rather face my wife again.
Damn, they're all bitches. What the fuck? I don't think I've ever won that fight against Stefan, so I've never like binded him like this. So I'm not really sure.
ونوير كوب ثائير ثانير أككون أصو سيير سكوت أفيفير نوني كوب سير سون بونو سوكو إير سير سيسيتسو توير أك.
You have the ability to do such a thing? I suppose there may be no choice if we want to succeed.
You would dare attempt to steal my will? I could not imagine a more horrible fate.
I could suffer the imprisonment of my body, but having my mind taken would be a horror. You know me. This would be unbearable. Won't you listen to reason?
If it must be done. Come on, let's get this over with so we can get to our next battle.
Oh, damn, he's actually gonna hold the motherfuckers. So I can convert him. Oh, shit. Never seen this. This is dope. Oh, fuck.
It would seem that the group is again of one mind.
Who cares what brings them to the front line, as long as they fight when they get there?
You have removed all choice in the matter, the weakest ploy of a poor leader.
Perhaps it is best that you are held this way. All others in your family descended to treachery eventually.
Damn, Dawnstar.
Examine your own weakness
Oh,
before
damn.
daring to judge your betters,
love
little
this party
Dawnstar.
now.
You would be here if you were stronger.
You must see that these are not the actions of a just man.
I am free to move because I know that lost causes are lost for a reason. The threat we face has changed what is truly right or wrong.
While I do not wish to take sides in the management of my fellows, I must agree that we need to move forward.
Kukawuk tatiyir. Wapanir nisair pan.
Oh, I thought you fight Sun High at Dirge, but I think you gotta go back to the palace.
I appreciate... I will ferry whom I can for an initial...
Chapter 7. Be right.
Get out of my sight. You have seen nothing of my temper. This indignity is beyond all belief. I would kill you if I could. There is no strength in this. Only the most insecure leader would command such forced obedience. Are you so fearful of opposition? Poor child, grasping for control. Leave! You sicken me.
Damn, they hate me for that. But
So many changes. The Jade Empire is not the place I once thought it was. The closer we get to power, the more I love what you are becoming. So many lies. The Empire needs your firm hand. Death's hand is a fine symbol of your power. The Princess and Sky are fools for not seeing his worth. Someone has to turn the evils of others to good. I know, and perhaps the greatest and hardest of those is yet to come. So much is on your shoulders. I will be there when you take control. We will make certain that no one can harm the people of the Empire again. There will be time for whatever you want. If nothing else, I can depend on you to make the world suit your schedule. Everyone else in my life has betrayed what they were supposed to stand for. You alone have stayed true in your actions and words. Will there be time for us? If we take it. If that is what is needed to rid the world of the fools that endangered the Empire, so be it. Better you than anyone else. You have shown me that no one else is worthy of that seat. I know you will make things as right as they can be. And well they should. There must be punishment for the evil that has come to pass, and there must be control to ensure it does not happen again.
she's actually so different. I don't think I've ever paid attention to the Dark Side Dawnstar conversations. But she actually is really different. Pretty fun talking to her Dark Side, because most of my playthroughs are good characters. So I usually get her cheery, we must save everybody disposition.
I know everything will be fine. You will see to it.
Hello. I suppose the Marvelous... Just make sure...
While my duties don't seem to have changed much, I find this form of servitude even more degrading than the kind my gentle wife imposes. I am not alone in my own head. My every move is echoed in my mind by your approving or disapproving guidance. I appreciate your apology, but like my service, it seems a little forced under the circumstance. If you don't mind, I must do what I can to get everyone ready for the coming fight, as you would have it.
Just... Oh, I think they know you are ready. Every eye is on you. Across the whole Empire, I think. We'll have to see if you are worthy of that gaze, hmm? All right, everyone in!
We are here. Have you any other directions? Perhaps I should sweep the ground before you walk on it.
That isn't a bad idea, Princess. How many times have you ordered some poor servant to do something similar?
That servant likely had at least the illusion of choice.
Ha! You thought that the last visit was easy. This should be more fun than even I could have hoped for.
Yeah, I'm staying here. For safety.
A startling revelation from Kang.
I expect there will already be enough chaos to go around without your talents.
He is worthless for what comes.
Oh, I should have talked to Death Hands. That's who I did talk to.
She will coerce and belittle. Trust your desire.
This is going to be a mess. I know it is.
I follow.
Please, I...
Your wish? That weakling is not present. Allowing him to rejoin this body would have resulted in its destruction. You wisely chose otherwise. My will is my master's. Qin was pushed aside, forced to watch, as his form embodied the darkest wishes of Sun Hai, then Sun Li, and now you. I am a projection. I cannot exist without your evil. I am a servant. I was told only enough to function as the leader of the Lotus Assassins. My every thought is an extension of my master. I am capable of nothing else.
Who is that? I'm really trying to think of who that is that I don't have. But I wonder if you can get the original Soon brother. If you're good. And you beat Death's Hand. I actually can't think of who that is.
Dragon. Spirit Beast. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beast. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beast. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beast. I am a master. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beast. Spirit Beast. Storm Dragon. 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 Spirit Beast. You'll not Storm Dragon. Hidden Fist. Double axes. Spirit Beast. I am a Hidden Fist. Spirit Beast. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beast. Hidden Fist. This is Spirit Beast. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beast. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beast. Die.
I'm not a huge fan of this wine, but that's okay. It's still wine.
We have to find...
Thank you guys for watching, lurking, whatever you want to call it. Anybody still has their audio on?
You have come. Destiny set this moment in motion, but from here, your choices are your own to make. Your master awaits you, but he is not yet aware. You have time to alter things to your favor. You have time to set us all on the path to rebirth. Learn what has come before, and you will understand what must be done now. Follow into the depths and see what was done in search of my power.
Yeah, this game isn't that long.
Spirits know many things, but how to assault a fortress does not appear to be one of them. Follow her, and take someone with you, but whoever you leave behind should take another route. That way they don't get behind you and we'll all get equal fighting.
You don't know the palace. You will wander aimlessly.
I always wander aimlessly, and I always find my way. Besides, we've been here before.
The palace is open to those with clear intent. Lose focus, and you lose your way.
Bah! Too much talk! It's time to kick in some doors!
Yeah, this is like the end of the game. More or less.
The tombs of the greatest emperors. Here the empire was built, and here the heart of it is laid to rest. Now that heart is torn out, like another to come. It was gutted to allow the flow, to guide the water that pours from a crime against the heavens and the order of all things.
Such disrespect! This was done after Master Li ran from the Emperor, but he must have known it would be needed.
What hope is there for the future when the past is cast so roughly aside? The living are the victims. If this is how the past is treated, what can you expect for the future? Nothing done will matter because it will all be swept aside. Everything is someone or something's past. This is why mortals cannot wield the power of the gods. They cannot see the complexity of the world. For some things, this is true. But if you look too closely at the current crisis alone, you risk upsetting a greater balance. That was the mistake made here. Emperor Sun would not accept that his empire had to fade so that something new would bloom. He declared war as if the drought was an advancing army. He and the glorious strategist focused on me, the water dragon. I symbolized the fading they wanted to avoid and the regrowth they desperately needed. I became the answer to everything. Press further, and you will see the source of the lush new empire under the brothers' sun. You must see it with your own eyes to comprehend what they have done.
This cannot be. How could...
That's the water dragon.
What have they done to this creature?
Behold, words would not have sufficed. You had to see with your own eyes to truly know my fate. This cannot continue. Fight them! Show them that such things will not go unpunished!
CC in this game is unreal. Like, no matter whether you're doing it or the NPC is doing it, like either way, it's unreal.
This cannot be. How...
I erred. That is bullshit. I hate the end of this game so much. Either you turn the difficulty to normal, and then the whole end of the game is a joke, like you just steamroll through the whole thing, or you play on Grandmaster, and the end of the game is like, oh, let me two-shot you with like homing spell.
This cannot be. How?
If I turn the difficulty down right now, I would like 4-shot
What?
everybody in this pack.
Fight!
Hidden fist. Hidden fist. White demon.
This is what he has done. This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men, rebirth is impossible while this continues.
By all the heavens.
This is not right. Gods do not bleed. This is amazing. For such a creature to be mishandled so. The arrogance of the family son knows no bounds.
I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
As was commanded, the beast was cut open to sustain the Empire, for the good of all, the greatest evil.
You small creatures. You heard the sounds of battle, but are you truly prepared? What will become of your world if my kind fall to the same evils that plague you? Your Master Li must be stopped. The Empire must find balance without the flow of heart water he has unleashed. Water flows from the wound that will not heal in the body that cannot die. Part of me functions as an aspect of our world, elemental in nature. It was never meant to flow free. It is not infinite. The Jade Empire is green, but somewhere another land goes thirsty. All things are linked.
If such a place exists, it was beyond our concern. Our minds never strayed from within our borders.
The reign of Emperor Sun saw my abuse, but Sun Li, the glorious strategist, laid the plans. One could not occur without the other. It was never his intent to let Brother Hai rule. Had his plan initially succeeded, your master would be emperor, and you would have been destroyed with the others of your kind.
It was supposed to be a new era, but even I did not know his true intent.
You are a spirit monk, charged with guarding the order of things. You were not born to this role, but as the last, a solemn duty falls at your feet. I cannot be healed. My body has been cut open, my heart removed. I should rejoin the Great Wheel, but I am defiled and cannot rest. Rebirth can only come when my essence is free. To defeat your master, you must stop the power he draws from me. Soon he will be too strong, even for you. Emperor Sun did not have the amulet. He had to draw my essence slowly, or it would overwhelm him. Even so, it took a horrible toll on his body. Your master does not have to be so cautious. The amulet is not a source of power, but it is a focus. He partakes of energy that mortals were never meant to hold. He laps at it greedily, expecting your return. You must destroy the source of that power. You must destroy my body. When he falls, all that is mine will then rejoin my spirit. Rebirth.
An interesting question. You would at least be no worse than those who have tried so far.
It is tempting, I know, but care must be taken. Even the strong-willed have misused this energy.
I do not think the mind of a mortal was meant to hold such ability.
This is where it begins. A question of similar intent was the start of all our grief.
Beware what you say, for you are still mortal and open to the same weaknesses he and his brothers displayed. It seems that you learned your lessons in the spirit realm a little too well. Yes. Blood from your mortal companions could be used to poison my body. The energy flowing to Sun Li would be disrupted, making him vulnerable. Defeat him, and my power would remain trapped in this body, for you to use. You could claim his place, become a god. As the blood poison waned, your power would surpass his and eventually consume my very being. But the water that flows from me now sustains the Empire. If you poison my body, you poison wherever that water flows. You would taint the heart of the Empire.
Better than what? Free choice?
Your will alone would decide what those improvements are? What about tradition?
Yes, so much pain could be avoided with a strong hand.
To make things better, that was our wish. We failed.
Okir okun wan kir wo apafa wa ir wo sa'ir sankut.
One you are destined to make. I will stand by you, my love.
Do not make me take part in this act. If I could move against you, I would. You must not do this.
You are a far greater evil than I imagined. My mistake was ever giving my loyalty in the first place.
The horror of this! Please, see the consequences and remember who you are!
Wo oka wunir inatir nofun. Panir shakshir wo sir nikor pak.
Fuck Sky. Sky's like my least favorite dude.
Enough. If this must be done, let it be done quickly.
No, must I be bound while this happens? I would fight.
You coward! At least give me the freedom to try and stop this.
Struggle as best you can. Your world is in the balance.
Whatever is your will, Master.
Let me fight for you. There's so much death here, and none yet by my blade. Apafa was son sir towir wo son sir sonya fonirosota.
I will help as well. It must be done, and we can permit no dissension.
I have no choice, though I know I will not win. Come.
Face me then. I will fall for the empire I once believed in.
This I really don't care for. Someone, help!
If they fight for me, they will benefit from my influence as you have, Spirit Monk. The heavens guide your hands. Pray it is enough.
I have no stats. Why'd I start with no health? Where I started with no health. Holy.
This cannot be. How can this...
Awful.
What have they done to this creature?
I guess I gotta choose this fight. If I can, like, not be CC'd.
This cannot be. How can...
Yeah, confirm this guy for full. This guy doesn't kill me, I confirm him for full stats.
Hidden Fist. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beam. Hidden Fist. Die quietly. Spirit Beam. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beam. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beam. You'll never. Hidden Fist. Spirit Beam. Hidden Fist. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beam. Spirit Beam. Storm Dragon. Hidden Fist. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beam. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beam. Storm Dragon. Storm Dragon. Spirit Beam. Spirit Beam. Spirit Beam. Storm Dragon. 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 Spirit Beam. Spirit Beam. Storm Dragon. 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 Spirit Beam. White Team. Hidden Fist. White Team. This is it. Hidden Fist. White Demon. You aren't equal to Hidden Fist. White Demon.
This is what he has done. This...
By all the heavens.
The great wheel must turn.
Oh, did she do this the last time? She just let me sacrifice her? Did I pick the wrong one?
It's time. You must...
Yeah, that was a good option. Fuck that.
This cannot be.
This cannot be. This cannot be. What?
Fuck this. It's not even like the difficulty is
This
hard.
cannot be.
It's just like
How can this...
how health and damage, which is like
What?
some fights is
Cyclo-
hard, some fights it's like just annoying. And like the targeting too, like it's automatically switching my target. Even though I want to finish this guy. So dumb. I hate the finale in this game because it's not hard. It's just like
This cannot be. How can...
the game's like, okay, I'm gonna give 5 people CC,
What
and
have
then
they done to this creature?
everybody
Behold,
can
words would not have sufficed.
like gangbang.
You had to see with...
And like, let me change your target for no reason.
This is what...
Now I gotta fight. Gotta fight
By all
fucking
the
three
heavens.
people right after.
This is not right. This...
Enough.
No.
What?
Wait, who did I kill? wasn't paying attention.
The head.
This camera's awful.
Hidden fist. White demon. I am a master.
It actually crashed when I killed the last two.
This cannot be. How? What have they?
Hidden fist. Hidden fist. White demon. Focus. 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 Die quietly.
This is what he has done. This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men, rebirth is impossible while this continues.
By all the heavens.
Beware.
There was no other...
Then let it be so. The great wheel must
Oh, I
turn.
picked the wrong motherfucker. Oh. So mad. I didn't even skip this.
It's time.
Oh, look how it like blocks me. Bullshit.
This cannot be. How can...
Hidden fist. Double axe. This is it.
This is what he has done. This is what your Master Li allowed. For 20 years, my body has bled, separate from the spirit, feeding the Empire and the Emperor. It is an agony that you cannot fathom. To have fallen so far into the hands of men, rebirth is impossible while this continues.
By all the heavens.
This is not right. Gods do not bleed.
This is amazing. For such a creature to be mishandled so. The arrogance of the family son knows no bounds.
I have never seen such a crime against the proper order of things.
Every freedom I cherish is violated by this.
As was commanded, the beast was cut open to sustain the Empire, for the good of all, the greatest evil.
Usa I rinnawa tihi sun puno itaharok.
You small...
It...
One, you are dead.
Whatever.
Focus. Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. You'll never win. White demon. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon. Hidden fist. Die. White demon. Hidden fist. White demon.
It's time. You must go face Master Li in the throne room. Soon we'll set things right, and no one will be able to say otherwise. I know this is right. You showed me. I will follow as well as I can, love, but I do not know if I will be much help. I could not stand against the previous emperor, and Master Li is stronger.
Bah! Danger in front or danger in back. Only a fool forgets to keep an eye in both directions.
I will try. I have to.
Alright, this is the end of the game. I struggled in that part of it, but I'm pretty sure this is the end. Me against Sun Li. I think I
there
can
you
stun
are.
lock him, but
I knew you would come, and I have grown very good at waiting. You are very different from the student I once taught. Death changed you, I imagine. I apologize for that indignity, but it was necessary. It was also meant to be the end of you, but you surprised me again. I should have studied your people before wiping them out. Even so, I did my best. I made you strong enough to achieve your destiny, but with a weakness I could exploit. I thought I anticipated everything, but you proved me wrong. Do you? What am I? Just a man? No, I don't think so. If the last spirit monk must return from the dead to oppose me, I am far more than that. I killed hundreds of your kind, thousands, just for the chance to become a god. I can't let you live, now that I am one. I am more than Sunhai ever was. I will undo the damage of his ignorance, force the dead to their rest, and keep the waters flowing. My empire will be ordered, obedient, and neither ghosts nor gods will plague it. And you are all that stands between me and the new peace. My brother summoned underlings to defeat you. I will create them from the very stone.
It's almost over. I don't think there's
An impressive display. Your star shines bright, but it is still trapped within a mortal body. Perhaps a more direct application of my power will show you what you are up against. And just how restrictive your shell truly is. Yes, this will amuse me. Worse than actually dying. Seeing death come, and being unable to stop it. Physical barriers are no match for those we place in our own minds. My power has encased you in doubt, held you with the weight of your burden.
Let's fuck him up.
You and your followers are playthings. Death's hand weakens without you, and the rest are held just as you are. You are each too weak to match my power.
What? Son pun.
Amusing, but pointless. More fools leap to your defense, but no matter.
I am with you. We haven't come this far to fail now.
Oh, it's Owl. What happened this time?
You'll never win!
Your efforts are meaningless. Do you think to counter my influence?
I have moved with you, hidden, trying to keep focus. You may become a tyrant, but his tyranny is certain. I give you all that I am, all that I was. Defeat him if you can.
Once again, I misunderstand. The raw energy, you are far too resistant to it. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability. I am not satisfied with helping others surpass me. I quickly tired of elevating my brother, and I will not learn to serve you. I see now that the Water Dragon's power is the prize, not the means to victory. No matter what I expend, while you live, you will resist. That is your role. It is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore balance. We must bring the fight back down to earth, unless you are made to see reason. What if I guarantee your name will live in the heart of each and every citizen in the Jade Empire? It is a glory beyond mere heroics. You would be eternal. I do not seek power as my brother did. I will correct the violence inherent in man. I will make certain there are no more wars, no more droughts. Everyone will be content in their roles, and they will hold in their hearts the warrior who sacrificed everything so that they might prosper. You could make that happen. If you defeat me, little will change. In time, this empire will come and go, along with the memory of what you did. I seek eternal stability. Your name will forever be lauded. In the end, is that not the only immortality worth having? Forever. Not a man, woman, or child will go a day without acknowledging your sacrifice. Many have struggled for utopia. You will be the heart of it. You do? You will let down your defenses so that I may guide the Jade Empire to a stable future? Then let it be done. You give yourself to a far greater glory than you could ever know. Goodbye, my student. You fulfilled your role just as I had wished.
The statue of the hero, a shining symbol of sacrifice. Look upon it and feel gratitude for all the prosperity we have.
What was life like before?
You don't need to know. All that matters is the glory of the Empire.
But we need to ask questions to honor what was done. What if this hero wasn't finished?
This is your lesson for today. To be happy in your station, you don't need to know.
We don't need to know.
Very good. Return to your place. Now, who has delivered the Empire from war and pestilence?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
Who showed us how to sacrifice for the greater good, so we are free to live in peace?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
Who has ensured that the Empire will endure forever?
The hero and the glorious strategist.
Wow, never avoided the final fight. You like go into the spirit realm and like fuck him up and shit.
Once again, I misunderstand. The loyalty you inspire is also tiresome, but I respect it. You have truly become a spirit monk. In another time, I would be proud of your ability. I am not satisfied with... I see now that the water dragons... It is the... Then... Once again, I misunderstand. The loyalty you inspire is also I meant for you to reach a certain plateau.
Is he hitting me right now?
Wait to be knocked off. I see now that the water dragon's power.
You can hear me like getting fucked up.
Means to victory. No matter what I expect, it is the celestial bureaucracy attempting to restore. Once again, I misunderstood. Then the loyal... Once again...
It's doing the same conversation. Oh, there we go. I'll just kill him.
Hidden fist. Double axes. Hidden fist. White demon. 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 Hidden fist. White demon.
You don't go to the spirit
You
realm?
surprise me yet again.
He definitely goes to the spirit realm.
I'm a better teacher than I thought.
Suck my dick, water dragon.
From the hip hop hall of fame for 2 bars I kept hearing in my head over and over again. It cost me. Let you play your beats with me, and why I keep my studio enshrouded in secrecy. You wonder what's my infatuation with Alicia Keys. Cannabis, why don't you speak?
Start. Start.
I'm gonna die if you don't think it's something quick!
We will conduct a brief training session on how to use the microphone before beginning the main portion of the game. Adjust the microphone so that it is located 2 to 3 centimeters from your mouth. The position of the microphone is crucial to its ability to pick up your voice correctly. Once the microphone is properly adjusted, try speaking normally. Use the circle button on the controller when speaking. Hold the circle button down while speaking, and try pronouncing the items written in the middle of the screen.
Hello? Hello?
Bad.
Hello? Hello?
Bad.
Hello? Hello?
think it's something quick.
Is someone there? But what about you? Are you really alive? It can't be. Oh, what do we do?
New game. We will conduct a brief training session. Adjust the microphone so that it is located 2 to 3 centimeters from your mouth. The position of the microphone is crucial to its ability to pick up your voice correctly. Once the microphone is properly adjusted, try speaking normally. Use the circle button on the controller. Hold the circle button down while speaking. As you would, try pronouncing the items written in the middle of the screen.
Hello? 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 Hello?
Great! Now try the next one.
PlayStation?
Great! Now try the next one. Excellent! You have now learned the basics of operating the microphone. Next, we'll explain how to give commands. Try giving an order to the character in the center of the as before. Hold the button down while speaking.
Walk?
Great! Can you see that the character is walking? Now use the same technique to get the character to run. Bad.
Run?
Bad.
Run?
Great! Okay, try stopping now.
Stop?
Excellent! Next, let's try identifying a destination.
Go to the table.
Great! Let's check it out.
Look at the table. Look at the table. Look at the table. Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle.
Bad.
Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle. Look at the bottle.
Bad. Bad.
Look at the bottle.
Bad.
Look at the bottle.
Great. Let's check it out.
Wine. Wine.
Bad.
Wine.
Bad.
wine.
Bad.
Check the wine.
Great. Now move back from the table.
Go back. Go back.
Great. When giving vocal commands, the best technique is to combine nouns and verbs. Let's remember some battle commands. Next, when the enemy is detected, we will automatically move to the scene of battle. Carefully observe the enemy while giving commands. Let's try making an actual attack.
Shoot. Shoot.
Great!
Move left.
Excellent!
Shoot. Dodge.
Excellent! Multiple orders can be used in combination.
Shoot. Dodge. Dodge and shoot.
Great!
Flee and recover.
Great!
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Great!
This gets hilarious. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2. Number 2.
Bad.
Number 2.
Good.
Number 1.
Great. In combat, orders must be given to determine where to strike the enemy. The relevant portion of the enemy appears at the bottom of the screen.
Head, shoot, reload.
Good. The enemy has weak spots. Progress can be made by attacking these weak spots.
Head, shoot, reload.
Carefully time your attacks on weak spots. Bad.
Stomach, shoot.
Bad.
Stomach,
Bad.
stomach,
Bad.
stomach.
Good. These are the last items you should be aware of when giving commands. When recognition is poor, pay close attention to the following points. 1. Use proper timing when pressing and releasing the microphone button. 2. Use the proper voice volume. 3. Use clear pronunciation. This concludes the tutorial.
I had to configure the tutorial there.
In 16th century Europe, there lived a physician by the name of Paracelsus. Not only was he one of the era's finest medical minds, he also made contributions in alchemy, astrology, astronomy, and mysticism. When he was in his 30s, he was said to have incredible healing abilities. That prompted him to adopt the name of Paracelsus, superseding Celsus, the famed doctor of ancient times. In his later years, he is said to have gone on a journey of healing, visiting the terminally ill and curing them with miraculous powers before moving on.